Alright, so we're going to do synthetic division, and it's a lot like it's a lot easier than the long division, but some of the stuff is the same. The first thing is it must be in standard form. And you're still going to use that 0 for placeholders if things are missing. Like if it's got an x cubed and an x1, but it's not got an x squared, you're going to have to put in that 0 for a placeholder. You're still going to need to make sure it's in standard form. You're still going to use the zeros, and I couldn't think of the other thing. The biggest thing is you can only use this when the lead coefficient of the divisor, that's the thing you're dividing by, is 1. And if you look at the 4 examples that I have here, there's a 1 in front of that x, there's a 1 in front of that one, a 1 in front of that one, a 1 in front of that one. And so that's the difference in being able to use the synthetic division and the long division. If that lead coefficient on the divisor is not a 1, you have to do long division. Alright, so here's how it works. It's super easy. Oh no, what is that? Hang on. Alright, so here's what you do. Make sure it's in standard form. It starts with an exponent of 2, 1, and then you have a constant, so nothing's missing and it's in order. You take your division sign and flip it upside down. The only thing that's going to go inside here are the coefficients on your numbers and your constant. So that's going to be 3, 9, and -2. And then the number that you're dividing by is going to be the constant in your divisor. That's going to go on the outside, but you're going to change the sign on it. So you're going to change the sign on the constant in the divisor. And here's where the repetitive process starts. The first thing you do is bring down that first number. You just bring it down and put it out on the bottom. And then you take the number that's over here and you multiply it by this one and you put your answer right here. So 1/3 times 3 is 1. And then you just combine your terms. 9 and 1 gives me 10. And then you just keep repeating. So 1/3 times 10. Now this one's a fraction and everybody hates fractions, but we can do it. 1/3 times 10 is 10/3, and this is where you can either grab your calculator and do -2 times 10/3, or you can use your brain right here and change that -2 to a -6/3 because that's the same thing. I just got a common denominator, and now -6/3 and 10/3 gives me 4/3, and this last number down here every time is your remainder. So what you're doing is you are dividing out an x. I started with an x squared, I divided out an x, and just like on the long division, I'm going to flip over. Whenever we started out with an x squared, and we divided out an x, our answer was just x to the first power. It's always 1 less than what we started with. Like that started with an r to the 4th, our answer is r cubed. This started with an x cubed, our answer is x squared. So if I started with an x squared, my answer is going to be x to the 1st. So that's 3x plus 10, and my remainder is 4/3 over my divisor, x minus 1/3. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things. That's going to be your remainder every time. This last number right in front of your remainder is going to always be your constant. And if it helps you, you can start from here and start counting up. If that's my constant, that's going to be my x to the 1st term. If I had another term, it would be x squared, x cubed, x to the 4th, and so on. So don't let me get too far ahead of myself. But that's the way that works. And it's the same process every time. So let's do this one. Flip it over. if you want to, let's go ahead and do this first. Let's put that 3 out front, but make it negative. And then I've got x squared, x, and a constant, so nothing's missing. So I'll just use my numbers. Every time the first number, it doesn't matter what it is, it just slides down. And then I start the process. I multiply and put it here. Negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. And then I combine negative 5 and negative 18. Gives me negative 23. And then I multiply, put it here. Negative 3 times negative 23 gives me a positive 69. Yeah. And then I combine. And this last term is going to be my remainder. So negative 6 and positive 69 gives me a positive 63. If I started with an x squared and I took out an x, then this is going to be 6x to the first minus 23 with a remainder of 63 over x plus 3. And that's your answer. That's in the way. So whatever you start with for your highest power, your answer is going to be one less to start with. If that's x squared, I'm going to start with the x. If it's x to the 4th, then my first term is going to be an x cubed. If it was x to the 6th, my first term would be an x to the 5th. It just decreases by 1 because I'm dividing out an x. Okay, so let's look at number 8. I've got 3x to the 4th minus x cubed plus 5x. There is no x squared term. If there's not an x squared, we've got to put in that placeholder. So let's take that constant out of my divisor, put it outside and change the sign, and then take my coefficients. There's a 3x to the 4th, a negative 1x cubed. There's not an x squared, so we need a 0, 5x, and negative 1. And you start the process. Just slide that first number down. You multiply and put it here. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And then you combine negative 1 and negative 6 is negative 7. And then you multiply and put it here. Negative 2 times negative 7 gives me a positive 14. And 0 plus 14 is 14. And then you multiply and put it here. Negative 2 times 14 is negative 28. And 5 minus 28 is negative 23. And then you multiply and put it here. A negative 2 times negative 23 is a positive 46. And this is going to be my remainder. Negative 1 plus 46 is 45. So pause me, back me up, slow me down, whatever you need to do so that I don't leave you, because I can, I know that. If you need to back up and watch it again so you can get what I'm doing, then do that. So I started with an x to the 4th and I divided out an x. That means that my quotient, the thing that I'm left with, my answer is going to be 3x cubed because I'm taking out an x minus 7x squared plus 14x minus 23 with a remainder of 45. And that's my answer. Alright, last one. X squared minus 3x minus 18. It's in standard form and nothing's missing. So let's put that negative 6 on the outside and make it positive. I've got a 1x squared, a negative 3x, and a negative 18. Bring down the first term. It doesn't matter what it is, you just slide it down. And 6 times 1 is 6. Negative 3 plus 6 is 3. 6 times 3 is 18. And negative 18 plus 18 is 0. My remainder is 0. That means that this x minus 6 is a factor of x squared minus 3x minus 18, so I'm not going to have a remainder. And my answer, if I started with x squared and I divided out an x, then my answer is going to be x plus 3. And that's my answer. That's it. There's no remainder, so you don't have to do that plus and put your little fraction at the end. And that's it.